wraps up this episode, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Okay.
That's a wrap on the Crabtrees.
Are my eyes open? Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Crabtree Sisters Unfiltered Podcast. I feel like it's been a minute since we recorded. Like y'all been getting episodes every week, but I feel like it's been a minute since we recorded. That's crazy.
Oh, it's been about I would say a week or two, because then I think we were supposed to record and our schedules changed, and it was like we were trying to catch up with each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we're here. Today is the 22nd of December.
Sunday.
Yep.
Christmas
is about 3 days away. Like on my invitation. Okay. Christmas is like 3 days away, y'all. We had a Christmas party today here at Q's house, and it was fun.
Period.
Like fun family time. It was so nostalgic seeing all of our family members we haven't seen in forever.
A long time.
Like
it's been a minute. Like
she was busy, y'all. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so y'all know how on the last episode or the episode before that, where we were talking about our relationship, how I used to be stuck at the hip to her. That's kind of how I felt today. Like she was so busy, and I'm used to just her being tending to me, and she was tending to everybody, and I'm just kind of like low key trying to find her and follow her around. I'm like, where is she? Does she need help? And I felt a little bit like out of place because, it's like a lot of people in her home, and I'm just used to it being me and her, but, I got to share.
But also, too, a lot of people that don't normally visit my home. This was the first year I actually hosted like our own personal family, like anything.
Yeah.
And I was so weary of it, actually. I didn't want, wait, it's not the topic.
I mean, but we just talking.
I was so weary of it, actually, because I had never, like, as an adult, hosted my uncles, my mom, my aunties, and everything else. And so, and my dad, my stepdad. And so I was a little like, oh, okay, everybody is here. Like, this is a big thing. When I was planning it, I was like, it's going to be a staple. Like, I'm making a new wave of like, let's get together, like pushing for that. And as it got closer and closer, I was like, oh man, I'm going to cancel the party. Like, I kept thinking, I was like, I don't want that many people in my home. Like, it was a lot, but I was just like, once everybody was here, I felt so happy.
Yeah. I could see you getting closer to the day. You're like, yeah, actually, never mind.
I will flake so fast. It's okay.
What is that about? Because I'm the same way. I'm like, hey, why did I commit to that?
So I feel like for me, I'm like, okay, I can do this in that moment. If I did it today and I felt like I could do it, we're doing it. But then if I wake up and I'm like, actually, I don't want to do nothing today. I mean that.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly. So
yeah. But it was a good turnout. It was fun. You were a great host. And
was I? I'm bad at hosting. I don't
know. She made sure everybody was good, y'all, checking on everybody. Like she was basically a servant at heart. Like she was serving everybody, making sure they were good. And I love that about you, because that's not naturally like our family dynamic, like our close-knit family.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it was fun. I have no complaints. I was just trying to pick up the pieces, like trying to help wherever I could. People was asking me stuff. I'm like, you need help? And they tell me something. I'm like, actually, I don't know the answer to that question. Let me go see.
It was a lot, but I'm so glad. I just ate right before this video, which is like late at night. The party started at 3.
It's like 10 o'clock right now.
Yes. And I told my aunt, like my aunties and uncle, that they can stay long. I didn't care what time they left, which I really meant that, because I love them and I don't get to see them a lot. I said, but everybody else can kind of just go as they please. Like, I see them on a regular, but I don't get to see like my aunties and uncles. So
yeah, it was nice. It was nice having a family here. It felt like throwback for sure.
That's what I want.
Yeah. So we talked about like today, where we are right now, because Christmas is coming up, but
that came from your soul. What?
But what were you gonna say before I started getting into that?
What?
Remember, you go ahead. You remember?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about you being on Beast Games.
Yes.
Beast Games is now out, y'all, and she can talk about it. Like, let's hear your experience. Whatever you can say about it that, that's not too much, that, whatever you're comfortable with. Tell us about your experience. Tell us about like how you became a part of it, the tryout process, everything. Like, just let us know what happened.
Okay. I've already done the interview. I've already done an interview on this topic, so I can't say it here because that interview is not out yet. But I will say Beast Games was a time. I had a blast. I have nothing bad to say about it. It all was great, and I would do it again. Season 2, here I come. But you guys, episode 0 is on YouTube, and you'll find a link below of this video. And then episode 1 and 2 is on Amazon Prime and streaming now. Episodes air every week on Thursday. So yeah.
And we know y'all got Amazon Prime because y'all be shopping.
Okay. Y'all be wanting stuff the same day.
Yeah, so go check out my sister. Go see if you can spy her. What's your number?
869.
869, number 869. Go see if you can spy her in one of the Beast Games episodes. Make sure y'all tune in. Like she said, the link will be below. So how do you feel now that it's out? Like, you've been keeping this big old secret for a while because you did this a while back.
Yes. It's so funny because I got a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, I had no clue you were working on this. But like my immediate family, like my husband knew, my kids knew because I had to tell them because I was away. But of course, my sister, because she was babysitting my kids, so I had to keep it close knit. I couldn't really tell a lot of people. But I also thought it was funny how everybody's like, we just know you. You tell us everything because I create content. And I'm like, really, I don't. Like, I share a lot, but I keep a lot to myself. Yeah. So, but it's good. It was nice keeping a secret. I think. Okay, first of all, one thing I will say is like now that it's out, people are putting out spoilers, and I hate it. Oh, I hate that.
I don't like that with anything. Though.
I don't want to see the spoilers. I want to see it to the end, and then be like, oh, so and so. So I know people want content, but I want to see all of it with no spoilers.
Don't be spoiling it for people out there. Let them watch it for themselves. Like, don't do that. I don't like that either. Like, don't do that.
Yeah, you can see the people like doing other spoilers, and they are inadvertently putting the other players who've already been eliminated out there. So yeah, that's kind of crazy, but
yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Well, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of like just you having the opportunity and like
thank you
being a great steward of it, because we just talked about how like do you take advantage of every opportunity that God gives you?
No, yeah.
And I feel like this is something that you actually kept close knit to, like close to you, and I feel like it was important because it's a stepping stone to where you want to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just grateful to be witnessing it next to you because it's something so big. Like people do things every day, like they accomplish things every day, but it's kind of hard to stop and be like, wow, this is big, but it's not big to you because you've been knowing about it maybe and you've been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's huge, and I want you to know that and like take time to like just take that in, because that's important.
It's so funny she says that because I was like thinking, because I wasn't actively working after that, which I was working, but like in the industry that I now work in, it's not like every single day right now for me. At least I don't know what other actors do, but that's me. And so I was laying in bed because I was headed to LA the next day for a premiere, for the Beast Games premiere. And I was talking to my husband. I was like, I'm just going to LA. It's just this. People aren't going to receive it. He's like, you literally filmed a show, went away to film the show, didn't tell anybody, and now you're going to LA to watch the show before everyone else. Like, you're going to a premiere. Do you hear how big that sounds? And I was just like, oh my gosh. The way he put it, he said, you got your first commercial within working, less than 5 months in the industry with USAA. And then boom, you got this, and boom, you got that. And now you're doing UGC, now you're doing this, like everything consistently. And I was just like, that's why God gives you partners in life to kind of like do that. But I do tell my sister a lot of what I do, because she like kind of guards that. Not kind of. She guards that and keeps that sacred to her, because she knows the weight of like the conversations we have, if that makes any sense. Like,
it does.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, she's not gonna go and be like, "Well, talk about well." At no point should what I tell her come out of her mouth, because she never makes space for that. She takes what I tell her and she holds it close and she prays it. Like, she's a prayer warrior. I tell her this all the time. And I think a lot of why I, do the things I do or get what I get is because I have prayer warriors in my circle. So, yeah. But anyway,
I like because you say like you tell me, and it's about protection. It's about this is sacred. Like it's sacred because it's from God, and it's an opportunity that you're stewarding and you're like holding close to you until it's like released. But even then, I just wanted to tell you that because I know how I am when I get big opportunities and I just brush
Talk
across.
yourself down.
Yeah,
Or
you just like, oh yeah, you just so wrapped up in the next thing and the next thing. But I just wanted you to be like, hey, bro, you did that. Like you were a part of something so huge, and it opened up the door for so many other things, and it still will open up doors that we don't even see right now, right? And so I think that that's pretty dope. Like I'm a proud little sister. Like I always say I look up to her when she was like, since even before all this, y'all. I've been looking up to her since I was in a freshman or in middle school, like forever. But
I was so mad. First of all, I was so mad we didn't go to the same middle school. But anyway,
I don't know why we didn't go to the same middle school. Well, we went in middle school together.
But still.
Oh, you wanted me to go to Zoomout?
I wanted to go to Atwell.
Oh, I loved Atwell. It was ghetto, but I loved it.
Not,
it was a good ghetto. It was a good ghetto.
Atwell is like bougie.
Yeah.
You know,
it
like
was a good
uppity.
one.
And Zoomout is not bad.
It's because where we live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because we lived right up the street from Atwell.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm glad that you feel safe enough to like share things with me because I love to share things because again, like she said, like I used to do YouTube. I still am doing it a little bit, but I feel like I can still share and like record and bring everybody along with me and still be private and still like share certain things.
That it's a whole thing out here. Before I was this person making content, I was like, people really don't know who I am outside of this camera, like behind these, you know, when the camera goes off. And I was like, man, people miss so much. They don't miss so much. I keep so much to myself, sacred, because that's what I want to do. But
yeah,
can we get to the braids? The braids are cute. I'm distracted. I want some braids.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is a process. Let's talk about my braids. Okay. It was a process because I was supposed to get my hair done twice and my braider canceled on me the first time. Take that for me. And then the second time I was running late because it was an early morning appointment and I woke up late. She was like, it's in 20 minutes. I'm going to have to cancel. I'm like, you didn't have, in my heart, I was like, you couldn't have grace for me because you canceled on me the first time. You couldn't have a little bit of, I know I was late. I own that. But I was just like, you know what? Brush it off, whatever. And so I was like searching because my braider Bree moved cities on us. Our braider.
Don't have a braider. The entire family's braider.
Our whole braider. Like I'm like, I have to search for a new braider now. You know how stressful that is for a woman? Like, anyway, so I was on Instagram. I found a braider real quick, like in a little time, because it's Christmas, it's holiday time. So like I have to find somebody who's not as booked. So I went all the way to Soto, y'all. The girl that did my hair, she did a great job. She just braided a little too tight for my liking. And I just didn't have like the best experience. Like I'm just used to my braider, y'all. I'm a little spoiled. Like Bree is very personable. She's very nice. She's kind and she's gentle on my head. Like it was just a little rough. But I do love the outcome, but I don't know. I don't think
the process.
I would be going back. The process I didn't.
I'm never gonna have braids again.
I don't think
I'm gonna go find.
You know what? I find the best braiders in Atlanta and Chicago.
That's where everybody at.
I know. I was like, hey, why they gotta be in Atlanta?
Oh, I had a good.
Or Houston. I found a few in Houston, but I don't know.
I had a good braider in Canada.
Oh yeah, you did say your braids was busting in Canada.
I had a good braider in Canada, and it was Canadian dollars.
Yeah, I had to get it braided up. I was walking around with my hair blown out for like 4 days. I was wearing hats,
cute. It was cute,
but it's just like annoying because it's like
you gotta style
my hair. Yeah, it's like whatever. But yeah, thank you.
I am doing a pilot season. Is that I don't know how you would say it. I'm new to all the acting stuff, so if I'm saying this wrong, I'm doing a pilot. Which is set to start February and end in March sometime.
I'm so excited. Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Like they can't hear me on the mic. Another one is
the one that you said. Yeah, I'm starting a series. But I don't know all the ins and outs of how that should work. As far as like once you record it, where it goes, or if there's already funding backed by the network. So far in the contract, it seemed like it's one of those things you film, and then they just kind of put it out there where they can. But I don't know how that works, so I could be wrong. And we have some other stuff. I have some other stuff separate to what we have together that we're working on, but I have a few other projects that are on hold until after the holidays, and then I should get updates on those, but we'll see what those are. And then hopefully we have a project coming up together, including my daughter. So yeah,
That's gonna be fun.
amazing.
I recently did a fast this week. This past week, I did a 3-day fast, only water. It was actually not as hard as I thought it was, because I've done this before, but I did it last year.
Okay.
And I actually drank coffee and like green juice each day. And this time I only drank water. And it's crazy because it was just like a last minute decision. Like, oh, I'm going to start
Something just led you to do that.
Yeah. Like it wasn't like planned out for mine. And so the first day, I started let me see. It was on Monday. Did I start? Yeah. So I started my fast on Tuesday, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And the first day, it was kind of like, I had an event because I'm a part of the Mavericks Business Core program. So I had an event that night that they invited us to. And I kind of didn't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh no, I don't want to really go. And it was a whole thing. So anyway, something was telling me to go. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I show up and I see this girl that I seen the first time, like at one of our first sessions. And she's just so sweet. She's a sweetheart. And she was like, hey, do I know you look familiar? And I was like, you look familiar too. And then we realized we met each other the first time. And it was back in November. So it had been a while. And so basically she was like, they were serving food. This is the first day of the fast, y'all. They serving food. I'm like, every time you're going to fast, they be like, 3 burgers over here. And so
you got these plates out here. Go grab one.
No, seriously. And they were serving food, and then she was like, and I was talking to her. She's like, I'm gonna grab some. You're not eating? I'm like, oh no. She's like, why? I'm like, I mean, you're my business now, but I was just like, I mean, I'm kind of like, withholding from food. She's like, oh, you fasting? I'm like, yeah. Like you not really supposed to tell anybody, but I felt some reason I felt like a connection with her, and I didn't mind. So, long story short, she was like, so what are you fasting for? And that shocked me, because when you tell people you fasting, they be like, oh, okay, good for you. Like they kind of brush it off, or like, whatever. She was like, so what's your goal? What you fasting for? Like she was very intentional with talking to me. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going there.
And you pushing up on me. We're
I was like, okay, while she fixing her plate, like, okay. And so I was like, well, I'm fasting for clarity and provision, and I'm like healing. And she was like, if you don't mind me asking, what do you mean healing? And I'm like, healing. Well, you guys don't know. I don't.
No, they don't know.
They don't know this yet, but I was diagnosed with endometriosis when I was like 16, and that's basically when you get multiple cysts, and I've had multiple surgeries to where at the end I only have one ovary, and I really want kids, and it's a whole thing. And so I was telling her I was fasting for healing in my womb, and she was like, "How did I know you were going to say that?" And I'm like, "This is
stop." See,
God,
I connected the dream. See, I'm telling.
Oh anyway. My goodness. Okay, so yeah, and then I was like, "Wow," and she was like, and she was so calm and so approachable. I don't know who sent her. God sent her. I know God sent her, but I don't know, it was it was crazy. And so I was like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, God, you're funny. This is my first day comedian. And I'm over here watching her fix her plate. I'm over here struggling. And so I'm drinking my water real hard, like, okay, so basically she's telling me that, right? And I was like, are you serious right now, God?
Yeah.
Like this is amazing. Like just when you stop your world to hear and listen to God and be intentional, He just speaks so clearly.
Beautiful.
And I was like, that's crazy. That could happen years from now, but it was just amazing to just have that connection with her. I was telling her everything, and I felt so comfortable too. She wasn't prying. I didn't feel like she was in my business, but I don't know. I got there. Natural
conversation.
Yes, it was a natural conversation. I got there to wrap it up because I was saying I did a 3-day fast. So that was the first day. Second day, I woke up at 4 a.m. reading my Bible, and I got sleepy. I took a little mini nap at 7, and I woke back up at 8:30. I see a text from the guy who's over the Mavericks program, and he's like, "Hey, can you come send your candles at 11 to 12:30 today? Can you set up?" And I'm like, oh crap. I'm a person that likes to be prepared.
Type A. You want to be
and I was like, this is so last minute, but I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna do it. Right. So I go up there. It's at the Mavericks little headquarters building. If you know, if you live in Dallas. And so I went up there. I sell out. I have a line. I sell out. I'm like amazed and I have the energy to do it. I have the energy to pull my dolly, pick up these heavy glass candles. I'm not feeling weak. I'm not buckling at the knees without eating. Like, this is the second day of my fast, and I woke up with the energy, and it was nothing but God. I cannot say I did that myself. That was so God. And I sold out, Quiddy. Like, I wanted to cry. I was on the way home like, God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, God, thank you. And then the third day was my last day, and it was a chill day. I think it was on Wednesday, and I just felt like God was with me the whole day. I felt so weak that day. Third day was the hardest for me. I felt really weak, and I just kept saying, God, give me the strength. And then I would just kind of like just take a minute, and then I would just keep walking, because we were touring houses, and I was like going up the stairs, and I was like, oh, I feel like I'm about to fall down the stairs. And then I was like, God, please just give me strength. And then I felt okay. Like, just learning to lean on God in those weak moments instead of like trying to figure it out yourself is so key. And I've been learning that lately. But yeah, I wanted to
That's powerful.
That was the whole last week for me.
That's so moving and powerful though. Like, I'm so glad you had a good experience with your fast. And there are times where people are like, I'm fasting, just so you know. I'm fasting. I can't have what you're putting in your mouth right now. I don't want that. But I do want that.
Like, they make it yo, like, oh, that look real good, but I can't eat right now because I'm fasting. Like,
I want to fast.
Yeah. No. I feel it though. And I did this fast alone. My husband was so supportive. He had like, bring me a towel, put it on my neck, like trying to wash my face and stuff like that, like just splash water in my face to help me. And it was just, yeah. It was
I'm glad he was there.
Yeah.
I was telling her earlier, I love that they are in love. I love love. Other right love, you know what I mean? I've been in love with the wrong people before. I love right love. They just feel so right together. So cute.
Yeah.
Somebody said Chelsea or Kaden was making a face. She was like, and Chelsea was like, didn't I do that face? And I said, what face you do? She said, some kind of face. I was like, well, is this? She was like, yes, it was that face.
Exactly that face.
You guys are the same person.
So funny, got it from you.
But that's so moving. I love that for you. I'm so happy. I'm glad you are getting the messages you need to receive in order to keep going, and keep having that entrepreneurial spirit, because it's a lot. We was playing a game tonight, and everybody thought I said nocturnal. That just came to me. Why would I say nocturnal for identical twins? The opposite.
You know, I was following you because I know about you was like twins. I got it. Because first off, my husband is a twin, and I want twins for my kids because I only want really 2 kids.
Yes.
And I'm like, I just want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I'm following her. I got it.
I was like, you guys are crazy. I didn't say nocturnal.
They were like, you said nocturnal.
What did I say? Fraternal or fraternal? One of those words.
Yeah, you did.
And I said,
no, their first was not. I thought you were saying they're not fraternal or something like that.
She thought I said nocturnal, so she yelled, daytime. She yelled daytime. It was the opposite of everybody thought I said nocturnal.
We played some fun games tonight.
It was very fun. I wish we could have played more like games where we can physically do them, because those games are real fun too. But I think the older my aunts and my mom and them, they were like, no, I'm just gonna stay seated. Like, but they still play games that were easy for them to play. We'll play bingo.
I think it was cool. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But we gotta just keep doing more.
I'm gonna keep doing it. We had a cash prize winner on the bingo.
Yeah.
We played bingo, y'all.
I didn't play bingo, and if I knew cash was involved,
that's why I told nobody. I'm not saying gonna play.
You know, I was the caller. Why did I sign up for that? I don't know. It was stressful.
Yes, being the caller is so stressful in bingo, because if you don't get it right, them aunties is yelling, call that number right.
Then what you mean blackout? All right, my bad. My bad.
No, it's the last number call. Whole time, Mama like, Marquette. Bro, I was calling my name like that. Oh, girl. I'm exhausted.
I'm pretty tired.
I had a great time.
It was pretty fun. I actually had been looking forward to this.
Yeah.
And then today came, and I was like, I'm so tired. I don't know what.
I was tired too. Maybe it was on the same wavelength, because I was like, I don't do a dang thing. Well, I'm talking like that.
I'll be like,
I don't do anything.
Because that's how you be. You be annoying yourself. Why do I like this?
Yeah, I didn't want to do anything today, but I was like, let me power through and just keep going. But it turned out good.
It did. I'm glad. Yeah, it was good. That banana pudding was busting though.
I think we had so much. Her banana pudding is really good. But guess what we had? She made 2 pans of banana pudding, and we had another person bring banana pudding, and they were all 3 pans were basically gone. Like there, it was all. It was so good. We catered Hutchins barbecue. I thought I would have to get more food than that, but the meat ran out. But everybody had eaten. I think people were going back for seconds by that time. Yeah. Meat ran out, and people were taking to-go plates. But I was like, oh, I got just enough food. But a lot of people weren't saying they were coming. It was just like, okay. And people, it was like 5 people. It was like text me with like coming. So I ordered food for like 15 or 20 people, but like more than that showed up.
Cause her house was so full. I was like, oh my goodness.
We had the room at least. That was good. But it was a lot of people here, and it was good.
It was so fun. Like, that was a good fun. And it was a good, because it's around the holidays, so it was the perfect, it was the perfect time.
Yeah.
I like that. It was, I was like, dang, we should do something else, too.
We should. I love playing games. I like trivia night. I wouldn't mind doing trivia night, like, at least once a week or, like, once a month or something, because I just think it's so fun. Or some type of game.
And how, like, some family members don't really know, like, they be saying, I'm about to go, like, 10,000 times, but they don't be going to an hour or 2 hours later. And it's because we be like laughing and giggling, like we be having a good time. And I think that's key, because it's like we miss that. We used to do that all the time when we were younger.
I love how my aunties and uncle came in and loved on me. Honestly, they were just so sweet, and they were like, "Hey, sweetie, I brought you this pie," and because I told my auntie, I said, "Oh, can you make me key lime pie?" And she said, "I brought it. I made a Grinch thing for you," and it had like little eyebrows on it. Like, she took her time, and let me just tell y'all, I used to love. I've always loved my Aunt Lila's cooking. Like, since I was a kid, I love a potato salad. Like, anything she ever made, I always love it. So like, she made them pies, and the fact that she was like, "Yeah, I gotta make them Grinch, and I brought this for you," and I was like, "It's so thoughtful." She just took her time, because she didn't have to do that. She's like, "Girl," she could have been like, "Girl, no, I need to sit down."
Yeah.
But she made that for me. My mom came through, brought my kids Christmas gifts. My uncle came through. He ate good. That, I can count on that man to eat good. He gonna eat. You feeding him, he eating. And not in a bad way. Like, I just mean like, he's appreciative of the food, and
no food is going to waste.
No, you throwing that away? Eat that tomorrow. Yeah. He is one of the people that's gonna come and eat, and I love it about him. And he gonna come and make everybody laugh for sure. So yeah.
The time was had.
Mm-hmm.
Can y'all tell? Do we look tired? Don't answer that.
I'm barely hanging on. Look at me, how I'm scratching.
Oh my goodness!
Y'all. I'm telling you, when I say I just ate before this video, literally before we push record, I was eating a plate for the first time. Oh my god,
that is insane to me. But that makes sense. You're the host.
Yeah, everybody's like, "I fix your plate." Now, everybody before they left was like, "Can we help you clean up?" Please, Lord, no. Just relax. You do just relax. That's all I need to do. Also, too, because people can, what if they break something, and what if they put in the wrong spot? So look how you rubbing that shirt.
CJ was girl about to go to sleep. CJ was like, "We've been cleaning all day when I first got here."
Boy ain't did nothing.
Dennis said the same thing.
He ain't do not. My son didn't help us clean nothing.
He said, "We've been cleaning all day."
Boy picked up one sock. First of all, I cleaned everything, but then I got to clean my room. And the back workout room, we was redoing the caulking in there, or the bathroom or whatever. But that's about the only 2 rooms that we didn't really clean. So everything else we cleaned up.
It was fine.
But yeah, our house was dirty.
Everything was great. The house was clean.
Big dirty, yeah.
It was good. All the restrooms was clean. I went to every restroom.
I was so grateful though to have the restroom space, because I felt like 4 people had to go at one time. Mm-hmm. They was like, "You got a restroom?" I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "You got a restroom?" Oh, yeah. Oh crap! Like, I'm glad, because the way people sucking down them juices and them waters.
And I love that the kids all were playing together. Like, they was close knit. They was
They probably broke something. I'm not gonna look till tomorrow.
Yeah, let's not worry about. Let's not even think. No.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it was.
Ooh, I saw somebody hanging off the wall in there.
I saw some kids hiding in the closet. I said, "What y'all doing?" They said, "Can you close the door? We're playing hide and seek." I was like, "Oh, my bad.
You blow their spot. They trying to hide.
I'm trying to make sure they can breathe in their closet." Me.
So, somebody had hid in the, you know, while I keep all my pantry supplies, like the paper towels, somebody hid in there. He was so skinny, he closed the door. I said, "Get out of this pantry. Where's your mama?"
Me checking on the kids, making sure they can breathe. Can you get out? Y'all laugh. Like what?
It was a lot. I'm just glad we had kids that were my son's age too. He don't like when we have kids that are his age or whatever.
Oh yeah,
He be. Where is the mic?
Because I did just see it on you.
We was just in our own conversation.
I don't even know where it dropped.
I was like, "Where's the mic at?"
So, one thing that I guess your favorite thing about this year, or something that you learned, a big lesson learned this year, is something that you look forward to in a new year.
Lesson learned is, it was financial for sure. I would say, there was a lot of output with me pursuing my career in like acting and starting it. I was taking a lot of opportunities, where I would have to travel a lot, and they pay your travel on the back end, or you get paid up front. It was just a bunch of stuff. And so I was like, okay, let me chill now that I've built up my resume enough. It was in my own eyes. Now how about we start making a bigger profit from going into this career or this industry. So that's what I started doing. That's the biggest lesson, I would say, the financial part. And then what was the second part?
What you look forward
to in 2025. 2025, I look forward to being more patient, more still, and quiet.
Why are you being so loud? Okay.
Being more patient, still, and quiet.
Why?
Patient because I can work on that. I can always work on that. But like when I'm in situations where patience is needed from me, I think that I do a good job already, but I think it's always something that I can work at. So that's like a default for me, but make it better. Like perfecting your craft. Be still is more like slow down. Or don't go so fast. Like contemplate, then make the decision. If you moving fast, walk fast. Take a couple paces a little slower. Like relax your nervous system. And then being quiet is like, I really appreciated keeping a lot of that close to my chest. And then boom, coming out with things. So being quiet in what I receive, and I know that it's coming because I'm so excited all the time. I just want to share it. I want to say, oh, you can do this too. People are like, I want my kids to do this, or I want to do that. How you get it? Let me tell you. But then I have to be like, that's all fine and dandy, but how about we keep a lot of stuff close to you, and then just let people see eventually.
I love that. Yeah.
Because everything is not a promotion. Everything doesn't have to be out on social.
Yeah. So some things you want to keep close to your heart, and you just let it speak. The work speak for itself.
The response was so much greater doing something in silence. Not that I need a response, but I'm saying like the reward was so good that it was like huge when everything happened. Yeah. So, and it'll just keep getting bigger. So, yeah. What about you?
Something that biggest lesson learned this year was to stepping into who I am right now, like understanding the position that I'm in, because a lot of times I can tend to have the mindset of like, I'm still trying to get somewhere, and where I am right now is where I wasn't last year. And so like just basically like not having that imposter syndrome, and like understanding who I am. The like even just being a business owner, like the product that I'm selling is quality. People that are gonna love it, and like having the confidence to say, this is who I am now, and not just thinking like, oh, this is my homegirl business and I'm just helping her out. Like I kind of feel like, I don't know, it's like an imposter syndrome in a way. But so that's one of the biggest lessons I learned, just being able to accept that people love something that I'm producing, and just walking in that wholeheartedly. And then something that I look forward to in 2025 is just more innovativeness in a way of thinking outside of the box when it comes to just digital marketing or new, like I drop collections every like season, so like just thinking outside the box, like taking time and like planning out, because a lot of the times, to be honest, this year I just was going as the seasons came, like right then, but like I want to plan out so that I can have more time to create and be creative and like do something that's true and creative to me. Pretty much that's it, and to just be a great wife, like an intercessor for my husband, and just be a safe space.
Speaking of husbands, my husband put a paper towel in my jacket in the front.
Hold that for me, baby.
I just found it.
Hold that for me.
I love it for you. I love it. I just thought about something. We're going to Mexico in January. I'm so excited.
Yes, y'all. Y'all want to come? We got to do an episode in Mexico. That's going to be... That's my favorite thing to do. That's going to be so fun. Good. Oh, I'm excited. I need this vacation.
I just got to find a braider.
I need this vacation. I'm keeping these braids in. Do you hear me? You see me with these braids in Mexico?
I need a braider ASAP. She has her hair braided. I need my hair braided. Yeah, I'm excited for Mexico. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I think my braid's gonna last today. It's not that far away.
No, it's only a month.
Okay.
Not even.
Yeah. I'll be all right. Lay them edges.
Yeah, she'll lay them.
Roll up them windows.
Oh wait, it's this way.
Roll up them windows.
No, I had it right.
Oh, this is to let it down.
Just let it down. Remember the roller windows?
This is to roll it up. Y'all remember that?
Yeah. We showing our age.
That's like a workout, though. Do you hear me?
What if we gotta go fast?
Yeah, and it's cold or something. Like, nah, that's crazy. We are showing our age, but solid number.
When Brandon, he said, "Okay, aunties, y'all got me." I was like, "We the aunties."
Yeah, when he said aunties, I'm like,
that was so funny. We started singing the song. We started singing it with him. I was like, I know that song.
I had no idea what that song was, but I thought that was funny when he said,
Jazz is the youngest of all four of us, but the 3 out of 4 of us would have known the song because we were born in like 3 years later.
Yeah.
And I think in those 80s, like we heard everything. Like I don't know. I feel like
I know a lot of old school songs, but like some songs it'd be hit or miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a popular one.
I was gonna say, dang, you made me think of something when you said
we the aunties, we showing our age. He said aunties.
Oh, he's a part of the Mass Business Program too.
Urban Trivia is his thing.
Yeah, he was like, I haven't seen you. I was like, me either. He's like, okay, I'm gonna look for you the next session because in January. And I was like, that's crazy.
They host massive events in Plano.
Yes,
like
I've heard about it.
That's them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so his wife does Alicia does our makeup.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Urban Trivia, y'all go buy it. Yeah. On Amazon. I think it's available everywhere. But we'll leave a link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got to go sleep.
This wraps up this episode. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. Guys. Okay.
That's a wrap on the Crabtrees.
Are my eyes open? All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on the
Crabtree Sisters
Unfiltered Podcast. We love you guys. We'll see y'all in the next episode. Make sure y'all share this video.
Don't forget to check out Beast Games out now on Prime Video.
Clap it up, clap it up. Let us know y'all goals down in the comments below. We see y'all next year. Well, actually, y'all know we're going to see y'all next year. I don't know. Bye. And I'm